Good morning, everyone. Today we are flying to Sandown for Spamfield, which was one of the largest gathering of microlight aircraft in the country. I was hoping to get a really early start this morning, so I even left the aircraft out overnight, which is the first time I've ever done that. I was a little nervous about doing that, and I don't really understand why, because most people, or a lot of people, do leave their aircraft out overnight, but this is the first time I've done it. But the aircraft was fine, and in fact a little bit of dew on the wings helped me get rid of all the bugs that accumulated from my flight with Eve, which we did yesterday. Hopefully that video will already be posted, assuming that everything went well with the cameras and audio. I haven't had an opportunity to look at it yet, so we'll find out. So the reason I didn't get started early was because the weather conditions were, although they're favourable now, there was a little bit of sea fog rolling in, which would have prevented me from getting to the Isle of Wight. Some of the chaps who've driven up from the south to the airfield north have told me that it is clearer to the south, so hopefully when we get up in the air that'll be the case. But very quickly, as you know, when we take off from Spamfield, it gives us an immediate view of the Isle of Wight. Right, so we're up to temperature there. Let's do our pre-flight checks. So as you can see from the cameras, everyone's ready to go. I'm hoping to jump in there first. Spamfield, Golf Charlie, Oscar Charlie Golf, taxiing to the hold of possibly runway 04. There's Steve-O. Okay, so the brakes are off, the fuel pumps are on, the fuel contents are more than sufficient. Fuel taps are all open. Instruments are set correctly. Temperatures and pressures are where they should be. There is no one on the climb out, no one on the crosswind, no one on the downwind leg, no one on the approach. Spamfield, Golf Charlie, Oscar Charlie Golf, lining up to take off runway 01, Spamfield.
Golf Charlie Golf, roger.
Okay, it looks clear down the runway. No animals. No humans. Off we go. Bloody hell, with only one person on board, this thing flies. Oh, forgive the pun. So it is still a bit hazy, as you can see, but I can see all my landmarks. Oddly enough, it is just at this level, so I think I'll climb above this in a moment.
Approaching waypoint.
Spamfield, Golf Charlie, Oscar Charlie Golf, departing on the downwind leg to the southeast, Spamfield.
Have a good flight, Delta Golf.
Thank you very much. I forgive her. Nice calm day though, despite the hazy weather and poor visibility. So the reason I'm slightly anxious about going to Spamfield, which is Sandown today, is because there is going to be so much traffic around. I think they were anticipating around 300 aircraft.
Traffic. Traffic.
Where is the traffic? It was really nice to have Eve along yesterday for the ride. I think it's been her first time up in the aircraft for a little while. It's amazing how life has just got in the way of us being able to fly together. Mostly attributable to the dog, although we do like to take the dog in the aircraft occasionally. It's only fair on him if we are going to go to a location, or we're flying to a location where he can then get out and about and have a bit of a walk or play on the beach or something like that. And when the weather's good enough, obviously my selfish interest is to try and get as much flying as I can in, so I like to spend more time in the aircraft. But Eve is quite happy just with her own company and that of the dogs. I think she likes to have a bit of a break from me, given the fact that we work together, live together. I think it helps her just to be able to have her own space. Finished traffic jam down there because of ponies in the middle of the road. One of the issues that face people in the New Forest. So although it is very hazy, I can make out the Isle of Wight. I can make out all my usual landmarks. Not as beautifully as I could yesterday. It was a beautiful day yesterday. I'm not sure if you can see Stony Cross just emerging through the mist there. So yesterday we found the conspicuity device very impressive in terms of it gave us loads of information. We were able to see aircraft that we couldn't visually see, and then it allowed us an opportunity just to see if we could identify where they were. Eve and I were having this debate about whether that was useful or not useful. I think it is very useful to have it there,
waypoint,
because it gives you that other sense of awareness, and then you are looking out for those aircraft. Obviously not all aircraft carry a transponder, and some people don't turn their transponder on when they should do. And because of that, you can never be guaranteed that what you're seeing on the screen is what you'll actually find out and find in reality. But I think it's just another device that gives you a little bit more information, and I think we both decided it was useful to have. The only thing that I would say about it is that I did find myself getting a little bit target focused with it. And that is, once I knew that there was an aircraft out there, I spent a lot of time looking for that aircraft, rather than sort of concentrating on the flying and maybe let Eve look for it, or just making a mental note of its position and being aware of it. But I think because this is the early stages, just getting used to the equipment, getting an idea of what the distances mean when you see them reported on the screen. And I think when you see it on the screen, you become immediately concerned that it's in close proximity, but often you have plenty of time. And I think it's just, at this stage, just kind of recalibrating the way that we think about it, and then starting to use it as a device that assists rather than causes me to focus on one thing. So some adjustment required, but I think overall, very good. Sandown Radio, Golf Charlie, Oscar Charlie Golf, requesting join.
Station calling Sandown Radio, apologies sir, on the other line. Just say your call sign again please.
EuroFOX Golf, Charlie Oscar, Charlie Golf.
Golf Charlie, Oscar Charlie Golf, Sandown Radio. Good morning, pass your message.
Good morning, sir. EuroFOX Golf, Charlie Oscar, Charlie Golf from Spamfield near Salisbury, currently inbound, just west of Beam House, 1,600 feet and requesting join.
Golf Charlie Golf, Roger, join runway 05 left hand, QFE 1026. You staying in the night, sir?
05 left hand, 1026, and no, just visiting for the day, sir. Golf Charlie Golf.
Approaching waypoint.
One person on board, sir.
Charlie Golf, Roger, thank you.
So the reason I'm looking a little bit twitchy is that there's a Sky Ranger that's coming straight in underneath me and going in on the downwind leg. He hasn't popped up on my pilot aware or on the ADS-B. And this is what we were saying earlier about how effective these conspicuity devices are. They give you some information, but not everything.
Sandown Radio, Golf Charlie Lima Echo Yankee is joining left hand downwind runway 05.
Golf Yankee, Roger, one ahead, short one.
One ahead.
So I've climbed up to 2,650 feet, so I can just transit over the top of Bembridge. I'm pretty confident it's active today. Golf Charlie, Oscar Charlie Golf, descending dead side for runway 05 left hand.
Golf Charlie, Oscar Charlie Golf, Roger. Golf Charlie Bravo Sierra, India Sandown Radio. We're using runway 05 left hand, QFE 1026. You staying in the night?
Negatory, no, I'll be going later on in the afternoon. Helicopter, thank you.
Sierra India, Roger, thank you. Golf Sierra India, what's your type of aircraft?
It's a Gazelle.
Roger, thanks.
Sandown Radio, Golf Oscar Romeo Delta Sierra inbound, currently overhead 57.
Golf Delta Sierra, Sandown Radio, good morning. We're using 05 left hand, QFE 1026. Say again your full call sign.
05 left hand, QFE 1026, and it's Golf Oscar Romeo Delta Sierra.
Golf Oscar Romeo Delta Sierra, Roger, thanks for that break in transmission. Golf Echo Yankee, welcome to Sandown, next convenient right, please.
Golf Charlie, Oscar Charlie Golf, downwind 05.
Golf Echo Yankee, vacancy 05.
Golf Echo Yankee, Roger, thank you. Golf Charlie Bravo Sierra, India Sandown, are you staying the night, sir?
No, I'm afraid not.
Roger, thank you, just need to check.
Golf Charlie, Oscar Charlie Golf on final runway 05.
Golf Charlie Golf, Roger, that's to FX 7 wind 060 degrees, 10 knots.
Roger, Golf Charlie Golf.
Engine speed.
Charlie Golf, welcome to Sandown, next convenient right, sir.
Engine speed.
We'll close that. Thank you very much, Golf Charlie Golf.
Golf Delta Sierra, video overhead will be 5705.
Go down there, Roger.
Golf Charlie, Oscar Charlie Golf, vacated.
Charlie Golf, Roger.
I enjoy your videos.
Oh, that's
I
very
really
kind of
do.
you to say.
Yeah, they're great. I look forward to seeing them.
Well, just say hello to that camera then.
Hi.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you for coming across.
That's
And,
brilliant. Yeah, I really enjoy it. Yeah, then you go to the old Solent, the guys over there are nice,
that's
aren't they?
right, they're brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
very
Unselling
nice.
Goodwood's lovely.
Yeah.
In fact, there's very few places.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, we're lucky here.
Yeah, they're very
A
much.
little bit more going on here than February.
No question.
It's got the hard runway if you want it.
Yeah, no, but I
Nice to see you.
yeah, you too.
Brilliant.
Thank
Take
you
care.
for saying hello. I really appreciate it.
Brilliant. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Golf Bravo Foxtrot requested back in for tonight. Golf Bravo Foxtrot to cut from Arsenal. That's copy Bravo Fox. Bravo Foxtrot, is that you beginning up the service? That's correct, just taxiing up now.
Sandown Radio, Golf Charlie, Oscar, Charlie Golf, requesting radio check and departure information.
Golf Charlie Golf, Sandown Radio, runway 05 left hand second, going H1026.
05 left hand 1026, Golf Charlie Golf.
Golf Charlie Golf, can I have your full call sign please? I just missed the start of it.
Certainly, sir. Golf Charlie, Oscar, Charlie Golf.
Golf Charlie Oscar Charlie Golf, Roger, thank you.
Cheers, Paul. Thanks, sir.
Thanks all. You're welcome.
Golf Charlie Golf, taxiing southern runway to hold of 05.
Golf Charlie Golf, Roger. Sandown Radio, Golf Charlie Kilo Yankee Golf. Golf Charlie Kilo Yankee Golf, Sandown Radio, pass your message. Golf Yankee Golf EuroFOX 2000 POB, inbound to you from Kitty Hawk, request airfield information. Golf Yankee Golf, runway 05, correction Sandown Radio, runway 05, left hand circuit, QFE 1024. Right, 05, left hand circuit, 1024 QFE, Golf Yankee Golf.
Golf Delta Whiskey, short final, 05.
Golf Delta Whiskey, runway 05, 1986, surface wind from the right 5 knots.
Golf Delta Whiskey, thank you.
Well, that was an interesting visit to Sandown and Spamfield this year. It was a lot more civilized than I thought it would be, given the number of aircraft that normally attend. I think perhaps that everyone was thinking the same thing and they were a little bit concerned, and so perhaps everyone didn't arrive en masse. Once again, saw some really nice people. Gentleman who is not a pilot but watches the channel, which is fantastic. Came and said hello just before we departed. I also got an opportunity to spend a bit of time with Paul Simmons.
Welcome to Sandown. Correction, when ready, vacate right, southern taxiway and look out from Arshler. That'll probably be in your 9 o'clock.
Sandown Radio, Alpha Zero is at 05, lining up.
Golf Alpha Sierra, runway 05, nothing known to select. Grass takeoff only. After departure, maintain runway heading for 1 nautical mile before making your outbound turn. Surface wind from the right 5 knots.
Roger, Alpha Zero.
Golf Charlie Oscar Charlie Golf, ready for departure.
Golf Charlie Golf, runway 05, 1 in the climb, surface wind from the right 5 knots. After departure, maintain runway heading for 1 nautical mile before making your outbound turn. Grass takeoff only.
05, grass only, 1 nautical mile. Golf Charlie Golf. Right, here we go.
Golf Romeo Echo is downwind left hand from runway 05 to land.
Approaching waypoint.
Roger.
Approaching waypoint.
Final for 05 to land.
Approaching waypoint.
Golf Charlie Golf, departing the circuit to the northwest.
Golf Charlie Golf, Roger. See you later. You had a good time.
Thank you very much for hitting me, Golf Charlie Golf. So, as I was saying earlier, sorry I got distracted. I also got the opportunity to spend a bit of time with Paul Simmons-Short, who's the chap who works for EuroFOX, and he knows a lot about the way in which the avionics are set up. We had a few issues, as you know, with autopilot not really holding its position. He was kind enough to spend quite a bit of time just going through that with me to make sure that we could iron out any bugs. I'm currently flying on autopilot, and it is really the most turbulent part of the journey, but it's coping with it beautifully, holding the course nicely, holding the altitude beautifully. I've not had to intervene, so I'm looking forward to seeing how it behaves in some smoother conditions. Hopefully we've lost that wig-wag. So I'm not going directly back to Spy View. I think I might just go for a little bit of a fly. It's such a beautiful day. Just going to enjoy the ambiance. I plotted in a little course just to take me around the local area. It's so beautiful.